Hello, my health freedom loving friends. Misty Karlfeld here with Health Freedom Idaho. I am here with Sarah Clendenon, and we're doing a series on If I Can Do It, You Can Do It. And last time I interviewed Sarah Brady, and she shared some of her crazy wild ride while also trying to get to the legislature to testify and influence legislators. And now I have Sarah Clendenon here because this one is really close to my heart. And what she has braved through affects everybody in Idaho. Every single parent in Idaho owes this woman a thank you.
Aww.
Sarah had a pretty heavy lawsuit.
Yeah. So it was a custody situation for my daughter. I've been divorced for a long time from my first marriage, but it was a modification to our custody that my ex-husband filed. And I still even here don't want to really get into like every detail, but medical decision-making was basically the crux of the entire fight. And we definitely disagree on some medical choices.
As exes tend to do.
Yeah, and that's a big trend right now that exes are using against each other, even ones who previously agreed on certain issues. And it was the most unbelievably stressful. I don't even know if I have words to describe it. It was literally my worst nightmare. Since I've been divorced, which was 2010, it has been my worst nightmare is that someday that would happen. And I woke up one day and was served, and I just went into a complete panic. And I did not sleep for 11 months. Yeah. And I had to hire 3 attorneys, and I actually was forced to sell my house to try to cover everything, which was really upsetting, and I'm still to this day can barely talk about it without getting upset. And during that same time, I was actually running for office.
Yeah, running for office against Senator Martin.
Yeah, I ran for office.
Senator Martin.
Yeah.
And she totally kicked his ass with the truth, I just gotta say.
Oh, okay.
She just kept bringing the truth to light, even when with this terror, really, going on in the background.
Yeah, it was. That is like the best way to describe it. It was so terrorizing. Like, I was so terrified every minute of every day. Like, just imagining the worst and going through, any parent that's ever been through this will know that it's unbelievable stress and pain and terror. And so anyway, I was going through that trial at the same time. I mean, all the preparation for the trial with my 3 attorneys and all the money and all the stress from that.
Researching like a mad woman.
Yes, and trying to figure out how, because there's parents all over the country going through this who are not having success.
Right.
And it was just...
And every time they lose...
Yeah.
We all shook with fear.
Yeah.
Because here, we're going through the same battle.
Facing it. Yeah.
And exactly. We knew in our group that
right.
she's facing this battle for all of us. So she really was carrying the burden, not just for her own family, which of course is overwhelming, but really for our state.
Right.
Because it was going to set a precedent.
Right. So anyway, so the good news is, thank you God, literally thank you God, I did win the medical decision making. We do have now a legal precedent in Idaho. Thank you, God. I saved my baby. And anyway, at that same time, it was during the time last year in 2018 when our temporary rule was being written for the exemption form.
Yes.
The department was writing new temporary rules that we were trying to chase down. I was running for office.
Right.
I was selling my house. My mother-in-law passed away. There was just so many unbelievable things all happening at once. Yeah,
Too much.
It was a very
too much for any one person to bear.
It was a tough summer. But anyway, the point is, even during all that time, and all of those things that were going on, I still, every minute of every day, I keep the words in my head that it is our republic if we can keep it.
That's right.
And I don't care what is going on in my life. That is always my responsibility.
That's right.
Every minute of every day. And so I continued to do, even though it was terrible and it was hard, through all of that, I continued to try to do that every minute that I could. And it was kind of an escape for me from some of the things that were going on.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it was. My life was insane and I had all this stress, but I was you know what? There's still some tangible things that I can do for my country, for my state, for everybody, while all these things are going on. And so I think, the point of our video here is if I can do it, you can do it. And I would never even expect anyone like going through all that stuff to try. But I mean, I'm just here to tell you it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yes, because like I just felt so compelled to continue the work. Like it's so important. Like even if my life is crazy, like all of these things that our republic needs us to defend, like they don't stop. Like
No,
we're all busy. We all have stress, even major stress like that. But we still have to do what we can, even if it's like we do our 5-minute activism.
Yes.
Like just send a text, send a phone, do a phone call really quick to your representative. I mean, just any little thing that you can squeeze in.
Right.
Is just so important.
I think Facebook and social media in general can make things look so much rosier and picture perfect. And look how beautiful she is. And she's got her little blonde halo. And you think, her life, she must have this time to be devoting to Health Freedom Idaho.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is she's a working mom who has her own crazy personal crises that happen like all of us.
Right.
And somehow fits it in, to defend our republic and to educate people and to research. I rely on her brain. She should be an attorney. I'm kind of glad she's not beholden to the bar.
Right, seriously, I know.
But, she breaks things down for me. And without her, HFI would not be as strong. And without you, HFI would not be as strong. And our republic won't be as strong. So please do your 5-minute activism. Do something every day to defend the republic. Do something every day to educate the legislators or your city council members. It doesn't matter what level of government you are affecting, or if you're trying to affect multiple levels of government. Good on you. Keep up the good work and encourage somebody today.
For sure.